So today I'm standing by the South Cross, this private. It is currently located in Vienna, Austria, at this museum, the Kunsthistorics Museum in Vienna. So there's not necessarily like a specific individual that is responsible for this work, nor is there a permanent, not permanent, but a specific date for when this was necessarily built. But I can talk a little bit behind the historical relevance that it does have into the Egyptians period of time. Mummies in ancient Egypt were typically buried in a sarcophagi, which is this right here in front of us, which are stone coffins, or sometimes can be wooden coffins as well. This could be elaborated, decorated with hieroglyphics, which is all the stuff that you see aside. It was really common for them to have them all over their coffins. Sometimes they would have paintings or carvings. Right here next to us, there's one that has both, so a little bit of variety. But in the early dynastic period, so 3100 BCE, was whenever they began to use these. They started to use them because they saw it as a form of protection of the body. That was the primary purpose, to protect the body of the deceased from damage and grave robbers. Ancient Egyptians believed that preserving the body was essential for the soul's journey to the afterlife. It also holds religious significance. The sarcophagi were often inscribed with spells and prayers from the Book of the Dead, which were intended to guide and protect the deceased in the afterlife. Some interesting facts about how they were made, such as the materials and the design. Sarcophagi, I'm totally butchering that. Sarcophagi were made from various materials, including limestone, granite, and wood. They were often intricately decorated with the hieroglyphics, in which we talked about, and depictions of gods and goddesses. Wealthy individuals, especially pharaohs, were often buried in multiple nested coffins, with the outermost being the sarcophagus. Tutankhamun, for example, was buried in 3 nested coffins, with the innermost made of solid gold. And so the decoration of the sarcophagi was highly symbolic. For instance, the base of the sarcophagus often represented the deceased, while the body might be adorned with images of protective details of like their life. In the evolution of the design, over time, the design of sarcophagi evolved during the Middle Kingdom, so 2055 BCE. The human-shaped coffins became popular, reflecting a more personalized approach to the burial. They stopped using these. There was a decline in use, and the use of sarcophagi began to decline during the Roman period, 30 BCE, between 641 CE. The shift in burial practices was influenced by the spread of Christianity and changes in religious beliefs. By the time of the Byzantine period, the traditional Egyptian burial practices had largely disappeared. So, yeah, that's just a little bit about that.